Hello, Nuggets. It is your favorite TT from Divine Me 1111 Spiritual Guidance, and today it is December the 20th. Okay, and we know that on the 21st there will be a lot of things going on as far as solstice and planetary alignments, shifting of Saturn and Jupiter into Aquarius. So there's just a lot going on. And today, for one of my readings, I am going to do something that I don't normally do. I am going to do a twin flame reading. And I don't normally do those because I believe that we all have our own journey and we learn from that that aspect on our own, and it just kind of the twin flame thing kind of is personal in my opinion and to me, but I am going to do a little bit of energy reading for us. So let's just see what Divine comes up with and we'll go from there, okay? Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at divine_me1111, and I'm very active on Instagram, so just come over and check me out over there. If you'd like to get in contact with me for personal guidance, that information will be in the description box. I can be reached at the email address or any of the other social media platforms. So, alright, let's see what this is. Oh, okay. Looks like we possibly talking about the divine feminine needing to clear her throat chakra, use her voice, say what needs to be said. And I'm not just going to put this on the divine feminine. Yes, I have the divine feminine card here, but yeah, hold on a second, guys, hold on 1 second. My bad, sorry about that. Okay, but again, that just says to me there's some kind of interference when it comes to the throat chakra for the twins, you and your intended counterpart, male or female, does not matter to me. This just, I read the energy, okay? So there is something that needs to be cleared up, something that needs to be spoken when it comes to the being on this journey. It is a lot about speaking from a true place, from an honest place, from a place of love and compassion. When I look at these cards, and hopefully you guys can see them right there in the middle, if you can see that triangle, that downward facing triangle for me is the alchemical sign for water. And this just says to me that there are words that need to be spoken, words that come from the heart, words that speak not only of love but of truth, and from a place of joy, a place of peace, a place of honesty. The throat chakra is not to be taken lightly. I know it's not the third eye, which everybody speaks about. Everybody speaks of opening your third eye, opening your crown. Everybody wants to do, focus on, the throat and heart, or focus on the heart and solar plexus and sacral and root. But there's something to be said about opening up your throat chakra and speaking. It is a form of expression, a form of freedom, and expressing yourself. And when something or someone comes and doesn't allow that to flow freely, even if it's yourself, even if it's you keeping you from expressing and flowing freely, it closes that up, and then it causes everything else that you've worked on to be thrown off. If the one is off, the entire body is off. So there are things that need to be spoken. There are things that are going to be spoken. Nothing can hide, not even words. The truth cannot hide. It will always come to light. It will always be spoken, no matter who tries to hide it. Okay? And then we have, the next card we have is this is the Psychic Tarot, by the way. Who is this by? John Holland's Psychic Tarot. And this is the Empress. It says fertility. And if you can see, she is lit. But not only is she lit here in her crown, in her face area, in her, the usual areas where feminines are usually more awakened. This coming out with the energy of both twins means that masculine is coming into his feminine understanding as well. So the feminine for this for this card is expecting. Okay? This is divine expectation and sitting in her power, not necessarily sitting, because sitting is an action just as standing is an action. We've gone into that. But this is knowing who you are and being exactly that for you. Okay? My little neighbor upstairs. This is knowing your value, your worth, and being proud of that, being in that. Heart chakra all day long. Heart chakra all day long being activated and open. So both male and female, does not matter, being in being in feminine energy. Heart chakra is open, ready, and receptive, expectant, nurturing, wanting to give honestly from a nurturing place, a place of not just love. This is more than that gooey romantic stuff. And yes, this includes that. This includes that, I believe, for the masculine. It includes that tender, soft receptivity. He's being receptive to this energy. And the feminine is expected of this energy. So it's a whole kind of whirlwind of, as you can see, whirlwind, her hair just blown back and blown away, with speaking the truth about some feelings, some emotions. And last but not least here, look at that. Solar plexus chakra. So if we look at this, we have the throat chakra. We're going to say that this represents the heart chakra. And then we have the solar plexus chakra. This is having the audacity It's not just having, the will and the drive to do something, but this is actually being in that power of, I am going to do this from a place of confidence, from a place of love, okay? From a space that is abundant, because, hello, solar plexus, sun, being lit up, being illuminated, being enlightened. So it is the energy of both the masculine and feminine, to be in this energy of communicating love and affection and the possibility of growth and what can be. An energy of what can be. Using all of this energy of the planet shifting and us going into the new year and embracing the Aquarian energy of the knowing. How awesome is that? This being in this energy of just knowing that whatsoever you speak, if you feel it in your heart and you believe it and put effort and love towards it and going forth, it will be. We have 2 3s here. Yes, we have 2 3s here. This is the Trinity, in my opinion. The 3s represent the Trinity. This is the Father, the Creator, the Almighty God, the Son, or man, woman, flesh, us, and then the Spirit, Holy Spirit, the essence of life. All 3 together, being birthed. It's interesting that we had 3 cards come out as well. Okay, so we are birthing new. We are able to accept and be receptive of new energy, of new light, of hope, of truth, of honesty, in this energy that is whirling up above us, around us, and within us. This energy is not just, something that is outside of us. This is on the inside. This is the stuff that we are made of. That ashes to ashes and dust to dust is not just telling us, oh, we're going to, we are born and then we die and we turn into dirt. No, it is the everything that is made. This is paper. Okay? Paper, cardboard, whatever. It came from a tree. It came from a tree. But the same atoms and molecules that make up the essence and the life of a tree, I am made of that. That's where that oneness comes in, and being one with the universe, and being one with God, and being one with each other. I'm trying not to get emotional. It's been an emotional time here for me the past couple of weeks, but this is just coming into an understanding of who you are within yourself, knowing that no matter what happens, you are connected, you are loved, you are me, I am you, we are one, we are us. And the understanding that this isn't always going to come across as we'd like it to. We're not always going to speak the same language and understand the same things, because we all come from different perspectives. And having the divine grace that God gives to us, that divine gives to us, to understand that what someone says and what they intend and what you receive are completely different things. Everybody, we can all see the same rainbow. The rainbow there could be three of us standing right in the same exact area, witnessing the same exact rainbow, but each of us will get a different perspective of that rainbow. But it does not mean that we're separate. It just means we have different perspectives. And in order for us to be able to come together, doing this clearly communicating with each other, coming from a place of love and nurturing and understanding, and not just having a heart, but embodying that heart and having that heart echo out from us. Knowing that no matter what, we are stable. If you look at this circle here, her mind is stable. Yes, everything else going on around her looks crazy, but her face is still and serene. Her core, her beingness within her is one. She's okay. It does not matter all of this outside going on. Her core, her heart, her mind is protected. And what she knows reverberates out to others. And holding that dear and near, and letting that be her heart space. Let that be your heart space. Speak your truth from a heart, your sturdy heart space, not the emotional stuff that's going on around you. That all of that is subject to change. But your heart, your understanding, your core, pushes and wills you forward. Being in that alignment pushes and grounds you forward, and it lights up everything. I'm sorry for the glare, guys, but it lights up everything. So this coming out like this says to me that both the masculine and feminine energies are in the space of speaking their truth, having the guts to do so, and coming from centered heart space of understanding. It's not easy. So number 5 up there at the top. It's not easy. It takes work. It may not come out how you intended to, but be patient and try it again. Try it again. This time from a place of your own grounded understanding, that halo of protection around your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown. All of that, knowing that all of that is protected, all of that is enlightened, and you hear only what needs to be heard, even with the chaos going on around you. Push all of that to the background. All of the noise, push it to the background, and come from a place of centeredness and love. Everything else works out. You're already rooted and grounded, and have we already know all the root and sacral chakra. We know that we can create. It is about taming those lower energies, knowing that those lower energies work out. Those lower energies work out. This is protected. It's lit up and protected. Again, not just in the feminine, but in both the masculine and the feminine are embracing the feminine energy, the understanding energy, the nurturing energy, and they're speaking from a place of truth and honesty. Let's see what's on the bottom, and then I'll close out. Rest and rejuvenate. This has been coming out a lot. Rest and rejuvenate has a lot. Okay, underneath that, okay, I'm just going to take these 3 that are under 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's a lot under here. So, rest and rejuvenate has been under the deck and coming out a lot in the readings, because that is a time of listening. When you've got 50 million and one things going on around you, when you're in the middle of, work, in the middle of being a parent, in the middle of doing your job, in the middle of trying to create your future, in the middle of trying to be mindful, and all of that whirl and twirl. This quiet space, this place that you get to within your headspace, all of this, you get into this quiet space. You can hear what divine is saying to you. You can hear next steps. You can hear your twin. Okay? You can hear each other. When you both get into this space of sweet surrender. This in this deck, this person is just sitting and meditating in the wilderness. All the forest and the trees around, just sitting in the quiet in nature, resting. This is not being active and not doing anything. This is just resting and listening for next steps, listening for the calm and the peace within, resting the mind. This is the equivalent of the 4 of Swords in the traditional tarot. This is your mind being at rest and grounded so that you can hear. You've done a lot of work. I'm getting them together. You've done a lot of work. You've put in a lot of work here. This is not easy. This is not stuff that just comes. It's not. This is stuff that you have to go after every single day until it becomes a habit of going into this space of love. It is much easier for the world to turn you against yourself than it is for the world to show you how to love yourself. And that's really what we are in need of right now, is showing each other how to love each other and embrace each other. So that quiet space. Underneath that is transformation, the death card, Scorpio energy. This is letting things that need to fall away go. Letting it go. Taking the mask off. Shedding that false skin. No longer having to be this stone-faced person, being. Embracing the change. For some, hey, it's a completely new direction than what you were headed in. For some, it is closing out that journey and allowing something else to take its place. For others, it is a transformation from resting and being on a pause and not speaking to each other, to the mask coming off and something being enlightened and switched and changed and coming into a different level of understanding. Because behind this, I'm telling you, I when I started taking them down, they just start coming. So this is because you've been the spiritual, the you've had to endure so much. Spirit has protected you so much. You've been lifted in the spirit so much and had to endure and keep going. This is the Nine of Wands. This is being tired and being exhausted. You see what I'm saying? This is what you were going through. Tired and exhausted, but still able to fight the good fight. No matter what happens, knowing that you are a spiritual being experiencing a human life. That is your strength. That's what you're coming into. That is what is the acknowledgement as well. That's what's changing as well, is knowing that you are a spiritual being. You are stronger. Your spirit is stronger than your body. Your body tries to use your ego to tell you things that you can't do because it listens to the outside world, when your spirit man, your heart, your soul, the thing that God gave to you, your beingness, that dream, that love that God put on the inside of you, is what you're supposed to operate from. But the world will tell you no. You've beaten that. You've changed that. You put in that work for that. So it was time to take a rest. You needed to rest. You needed to be apart from each other because you were putting each other through this. And it wasn't that it was purposeful torture, although for some of us it may have felt like that. It may have felt like it was an intended thing to be tortured by someone that says that they love you. But it wasn't about being tortured. It was about shedding your ego, shedding all of that bullshit, taking all of that outside trimming stuff off and just being who you are. Not another soul has to like it. It's okay. But eventually, when you start to love yourself, you start to draw in those who not only love themselves, but are capable of loving you as well. I think, let's see. Yeah, because see, behind that is hope. This is the Star card. Card number 17. Strength. Boils down to the number 8, which is strength. You've had the strength to have hope, to endure, to keep going, to keep fighting the good fight, and recognizing who you are and being that, allowing God to come in and change, heal you, and change all of that perspective and get off all of that falsehood. Because it wasn't just as much as us feminines would like to think that we were going through all of this and the masculine was putting us through all of this. Yeah, in a sense, but it's always been a choice. Okay? You've always had the choice to stay in the relationship or stay in the situation or stay in the mindset or walk away. That's the thing that we didn't want to understand. We thought, oh, we're in a twin flame situation, so this is my twin. I have to be here. I have to. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to. This life It's all about choices that you choose to make. Okay? There's a choice to be in this strength and be who you are and take off all of this outside stuff and allow God to make you stronger, allow God to change you, allow yourself to see yourself. All any of us are to each other is mirrors. We reflect each other's energy, whether that be positive or negative. But you have the choice to see within someone else what you see in someone else is there. It's inside you. But you don't want to see it. You rather point the finger. So that's what this journey has been about. It's not just about you. And please understand, I'm not preaching at anybody because I'm talking to myself. I've had to come into the understanding that, be it a twin flame situation, a best friend situation, a family situation, it is about what you feel about you first, what you allow someone else to put off on you. And once you get that understanding, allow them their healing, but work from yours. Come to the realization and understanding that I have to treat people from my level of understanding and character rather than allowing myself to be pulled into their understanding. I'm not saying that anything is better or worse. I'm saying that what my learning and what my lessons have been for me, I function on that. And I allow them to function from theirs. If it does not match, then I allow them their space. And I go my way, as they too should allow me my space and allow me to go my way. It is about teaching through energy. Just thought that was a little tidbit. But yes, God was healing us and allowing us to come into that understanding with our twin and with whomever else that we connect with on a soul level. It takes a lot to do all of this. This is not easy. When going through these energies of the planets and coming into our own understandings, it's not easy work. It's not easy. I will continue to repeat that. It's not easy. This is not something that is bubble gum and gumdrops. This is something that you dig your heels into, and once you gotten that root, that grounding, it's not a fight anymore. You allow people to you allow the chaos around you, but you still stay you at your core. Okay? It really just keeps going, because now I have the Six of Wands, which is, what is this? It says victory and success. This is being given and shown the accolades that you have earned from God. This is the horn being blown and clouds being cleared, because you have come through the fight. The card before this is the Five of Wands, and it's about chaos and obstacles. This is you coming through and getting past all of that triumphantly, and God is going to reward you. Okay? Divine is going to reward you. And then I'm going to stop here at the third eye, because again, awakening. It's awakening. It's going from that speaking your truth to seeing the truth. You speak and then see, and then sometimes you'll just start seeing stuff and start speaking, and then we won't even get into that because then that goes into a whole other different kind of preach and teach. But that is what I have for this December 21st portal for the twin souls, twin flames, however you want to call them. I was going to share something about my twin, but I won't. I will say to the individual who has been very instrumental in my learning, in my journey, in my spiritual awakening. I still think of him as a friend. There is history, there's a lot going on behind all of that, but I still thank you. Whether you see this or not, I still thank you. I think about you. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy your birthday. I thank you all for joining me for this. This has been an incredible journey. 2020 has been an eye-opener, and it's been incredible. It truly has been incredible. I look forward to some of the things that Divine chooses to reveal to us coming up next. I don't know how much I am going to be in this community as of going forward, but I truly do wish to make this a blessing of learning and to also make this my full time. So to God be the glory on that. And again, I do thank you all. Please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at divine_me1111. I appreciate your likes, shares, and subscribes. Definitely appreciate those. And I do also appreciate those who have purchased jewelry and bath bombs and all kinds of other things that I delve into as far as making custom things for my clients. I thank you all, and I send you all blessings in life.